It's probably the earliest I've ever done a blog, or latest, depending how you look at it. Uh, Today is August 5th, 2018, wrapping up the day in sports, and boy, I went to a Met game yesterday. I got I got a new bobblehead, new Thor bobblehead. Yeah. Let me see, get him out of the box. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I like this feature. It's even got the NY logo, like they paint at Citi Field, on the back of the mound. As always, getting a bobblehead at Citi Field, though, is a contact sport. They only give out 25,000, and that line was huge. Fortunately, I got there early enough where I was fairly close to the front of the line. But, oh my God! Not a cloud in the sky. It was disgustingly hot. Oh, God. And then the Mets chased off these guys. These guys used to come around on days like this and sell water to fans waiting online. And the Mets chased them off. So I'm dying out there. I am literally dying. I mean, I really thought I was going to pass out. It was that hot. It just, oh my God. Oh, it was terrible. But I got my bobblehead. I got in. The first thing I did, I made a beeline once I got up to the Foxwoods Lounge to get a couple of bottles of water, and I went through both bottles of water, and that's what I ended up having there, because when I thought about eating, all I saw was a huge line, and I wasn't feel like standing on line, so I guess my hunger strike continued default. But anyway, the Mets got a nice win. Zach Wheeler has been terrific lately. This is the Zach Wheeler we thought we were going to get when we got him from the Giants for Carlos Beltran, and I think he might have found himself. I talk about a lot how bad Mickey Callaway is as a manager. He might be a good pitching coach, and I think that's why the Indian fans loved him. I certainly don't think he's a good manager. I don't think pitching coaches make good managers. I've never seen someone go from pitching coach to manager and be successful. I have never seen it. At least not that I know of. But just Dave Island, I think if anyone stays on this coaching staff at the end of the year, I think you got to keep Dave Island. Yes, he's basically got Wheeler to where he should be. And the Mets got enough runs. They got 3 runs. Jeff McNeil, he went 4 for 4. I like what I see of Jeff McNeil. I really do. I think this guy might actually be a player, and hopefully he plays every day and not Jose Reyes. And the Mets got a nice win. I got to see a bunch of nice fans out there. And if you didn't, and if some people called my name and I didn't hear them, I'm sorry. I wasn't myself today. I just was, after being in that sun, I had no energy. It just sucked the life out of me. I even had to take the bag off. Yes, it was bothering me. Oh, God, it was horrible. I know one thing. If it's this hot when Jay Bruce's bobblehead's available, I'm not going to make the effort. I might get the Bruce bobblehead or not. But this one I had to have. This one is too good to pass up. But looking by the fans, I mean, they had like 30, they had close to 40,000. I mean, it was almost Citi Field was actually full last night. It was going to be one of the rare full games the rest of the way. Right, while the Mets were winning, the Yankees continued to scuffle in Fenway. Nathan Eovaldi was the latest one to tie them up, as the Red Sox won 4-1 and look for the sweep on Sunday night. Right now, the Yankees just look completely lost. I kept talking about how they couldn't get up for the Orioles. I think we're seeing some definite cracks in Aaron Boone. I just don't know. I just don't really know how good a manager he is. And if they don't win today, this team could be in trouble. I mean, they always beat up David Price, and they got Tanaka on the mound for Sunday Night Baseball. But boy, if they find a way to lose this one, oof. In Washington, the Nationals and Reds split a pair. The Reds winning the opener 7-1, and the Nationals winning the nightcap 6-2. It was the Cubs 5-4 winners over the Padres. The White Sox edged the Rays 2-1. The Phillies crushed the Marlins 8-3. The Cardinals doubled up the Pirates 8-4. It was the Indians 3-0 over the Angels, and after the game, it was reported that Mike Scioscia will be stepping down after nearly 20 years as manager of the Halos at the end of the season. The Brewers doubled up the Rockies 8-4. It was the Twins 8-2 winners over the Royals. The Rangers beat the Orioles 3-1. The Diamondbacks slashed the Giants 9-3. The A's remained red hot, beating the Tigers 2-1. And down in LA, in a rematch of the World Series, it was the Astros 14, Dodgers nothing. I think Dave Roberts at this point, when he sees that Astros logo, that H star, the star with the H, I think he starts having convulsions. And it was the Blue Jays 5-1 winners over the suddenly sinking Mariners. Today's 3 stars are Corey Kluber, Nathan Eovaldi, and Zach Wheeler. Before we head off, we have to talk about the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. New class went in. We finally got to see the Brian Dawkins. Robert Brazil got in after a long wait. Bobby Beathard, one of the top GMs. We had Jerry Kramer. I mean, Jerry Kramer is like the storyteller and the last big link to those great Packer teams of the 60s. We had Randy Moss, who was who actually had Bill Belichick out there for him. And Ray Lewis, of course, you know Ray Lewis, one of the best pass rushers of all time. And Brian Urlacher. Now, of course, Terrell Owens also went in the Hall of Fame, but he didn't want to share the stage. He was in Chattanooga. And you know what? Nobody in Canton missed him. What a prick. Today's birthday shout-out goes to John Olerud, who turns 50. And we take a look back to 1973, when Phil Niekro threw a no-hitter against the San Diego Padres. At the time, it was the first no-hitter the Braves had after moving to Atlanta. And it was the third time in a 4-year period that the Padres were no-hit. By the way, the Padres still have not thrown a no-hitter. Yep. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports. Today's Rough and Rowdy 4. So that's going to be something to tune into tonight. And Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.